is our shepherd, I shall not want. Him make I like down in a green pasture. Him let I beside still water them. Him restored I soul. Him let I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I Rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepare a table before I. In the presence of our enemy them. Uno anointed I head with uno oil. Me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of my life. I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Ja kadema we gromabe. How ma uso bolisa I don't know what it was sit player 4. How are you mo oh you all done. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushunemo, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral, and we have never claimed to be. We have taken sides. Oh yes, the side of the truth. That is why we are affectionately called the headquarters of the truth. And my name, Black Rasta. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a black pot. And each time this black pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the black pot, where they are subjected to some really good amount of heating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food. In all this palatability for the nourishment of the family in its whole entirety. That is what we literally do here. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, all and sundry, the rank and file of our people, right from the crowns of their heads all the way down to the soles of their feet. And then we subject these ideas to some forensic scrutiny, after which we tease out the creme de la creme of all these ideas and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. I want to welcome you officially to this beautiful home where you don't even need an invitation. Please subscribe to the channel. We are called Black Empire Media. And remember, we are the headquarters of the truth. We are the foundation of the truth. This is the mansion of the truth, the address of the truth, the habitat of the truth. This is the truth. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo. And here we speak truth to power. We are live on Facebook. We are also live on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel and share the broadcast. Like the broadcast. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We are more than just excited to do that. Come here. Watch this. Today we have several beautiful stories we want to share with you. 6 very important stories to share with you. So we're going to be running with the speed of light. Please share the broadcast. At this point, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate you and we love you. Thank you for making us #1. Oh my God. We love you. Oh yes. Recommend us to family and friends. Oh yes. We truly love you. And you know we do. At this point, I want to say thank you so much to our sponsors. Hey, turn every single shower into a royal experience with Tesori Doriente. Hey, Tesori Doriente has gone beyond just a shower gel. In fact, it is soft, it is smooth, it is silky, and it has that long-lasting oriental fragrance. The fragrance that remains in your memory till the end of time. Hey, after just one shower, for 48 hours and beyond, you still smell like the Garden of Eden. It's all because of Tesori Doriente. It's an Italian product. Oh, yes. Italian technology. Yes. Combined with African raw materials to give you that premium quality. Most affordable. This is Tesori Doriente. It comes in several different fragrances. We have the Ikigai, the Karma. We also have the Royal Oud, the Forest Therapy. We also have the Persian Dream. I love the Royal Oud. I also love the Forest Therapy. That is the secret to my beautiful skin. Oh my God. So smooth and so beautiful. My brother, my sister, to have that youthful skin, go get Tesori Doriente. Pour a little bit of it into the middle of your palm. Shake the bath water and watch how the foam ladders into a very rich, magnificent ladder. Oh my God. Allow it to nourish your skin. It also serves as an insect repellent. This is Tesori d'Oriente. Premium quality, made affordable. It's proudly distributed in Ghana by Daddy Ash Limited. For bulk purchases and inquiries, call Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599. This is Tesori d'Oriente. Turn every single shower into a royal experience. Oh gosh. Are you attending an interview? Is there a new chick in town you need to mesmerize? Maybe there's a new guy in town you need to show some levels. Smell like the Garden of Eden. Make a premium, oh my God, appearance. Oh yes, with Tesori d'Oriente. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance. And with Millennium Insurance, we say this is your trustworthy partner. Listen, not every insurance is an assurance. A lot of it may try to cover you like a plaster, but it is ultimately a disaster. Oh yes. Hey, everyone is talking about Millennium Insurance. Hey, what kind of insurance do you require? Motor insurance policy, third party or comprehensive, or you want to insure your vehicle against disaster, calamity? I'm talking about fire, burglary, no problem at all. Hey, personal accident and group personal accident insurance. Get your insurance cover 24/7. You are covered, including disability and even death insurance for your employees and even family. No problem at all. Visit our sales portal at sales.millenniuminsurancegh.com. And everything is everything. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and please call us and be part of this wonderful family. Above all, when calamities strike, you should be ready with Millennium Insurance. Nobody is a preserve of calamity. That is why we say, oh, dream papa, now dream bonnet. Oh yes, volcanoes, earthquakes, tsunamis, fires, floods may hit at any time. My brother, my sister, it doesn't matter how many times you pray in a day, how many times you go to church in a week. Calamity is calamity. Even Job had some calamity, much as he loved God and he prayed so much. Oh my God. My brother, my sister, everyone says Millennium Insurance is quick to give claims. Some insurance companies decide to push a foot. But when it comes to Millennium Insurance, we are quick to give you your claims so that you can come back on the right footing. That is why we are your trustworthy partner. Oh my God, have mercy. I am insured by Millennium Insurance. How about you? It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. 6 very important stories today. And of course, I am ready when you're ready. Let's get ready to rumble. Story number 1. Watch this. AFENYO-MARKIN backs Kennedy AGYAPONG over BAWUMIA NPP Exposé. Hey. BAWUMIA NPP Exposé. Now, who is Kennedy AGYAPONG? We all know this former MP. He was an MP for several terms. The people got to know him. He got to know the people even more. He told us he started life by selling candies on the street. PK, to be very specific. And then he rose on the ladder of life. Right now, he says he's a very rich man. He has several tens of houses across Ghana and beyond. He has houses in America and beyond. This is an NPP politician. He tried to be the flag bearer of his party, the NPP. Twice he failed. This is Kennedy Ohene AGYAPONG. He is a man who speaks his mind. And a lot of the time, people say he talks too much. Other times, people say he opens his mouth just too wide. But no matter how you speak the truth, whether with a loud mouth or a small mouth, the truth is still always the truth. The truth my brother, my sister, does not need any garnishing or polishing. The truth is the truth. And this is what Kennedy Japan thinks he says. A few days ago, he spoke about the Aferi hospital. And then people were talking about this. He talked about the fact that the NDC, oh my God, have mercy, only 15 months in power, was being asked too much for. Can I break that down? You were in power for 8 solid years. The Aferi military hospital was sitting there at your mercy. You subjected it to the vagaries of the weather. Rodents and even reptiles inhabited this beautiful facility. You never saw anything wrong with it. All of a sudden, the NDC is in power, and within 15 months, you are already pushing for the NDC to complete the hospital. He thought that was unfair. And he also went ahead to say some other things that hurt the NPP, as if that was not the end. He broke into a radio program on Net 2. Oh my God. And it was publicized all over the place. What did Kennedy Japan say on that show? Do we all remember? My brother, my sister, he spoke his mind, and then he said things that broke the heart of the NPP. What did he say? He said, you know what? You guys are thieves. The NPP, you couldn't finish with the agenda 111, not even a single hospital. You were even selling contracts in the agenda 111 to party cronies and some other people, 10%, 11%. He said, come June next year, he's going to open up his party inside, out, up, and bottom, and disgrace the party to the maximum, and the party will never come back into power. My brother, my sister, this was the radio, TV show that Kennedy Japan spoke on. Watch this.
Media, the more percent Ghana ye, some of my young can create the Unia, Ayabian, now see Union men can. Over then I will pray what I say, Ghana, a pese. I can't bear any fuss with Biggie. Now, me are disappointed in the army of Abnasapo. Say, Mimikwa. Or no, a chairman. Or no, a chairman. Omo sanity who said the Bena or the Parliamentary Select Committee on Defense and Interior, a coin. Now, Uncle checking in minutes. Say, she a friend beside or car say, Omo aye at 85%. Then I hear Kowa, Oma mi uncle. See, Minia, Assembly Abba, NDC for mistake, MPP for mistake. A Ghana. And you did not to a passo and you who yeah, the only pa, Omo Yaria, Minka, will be CCA, you didn't call China. The refer will be or call India. And to see a year, you better call India and not China. Say, Yadian Toa, and I will say, oh, more dainty, put me cut in Opibia. Me MPP for them ye better. Me can be here and you. Now, almost he said, ni omo ye no, our campaign. Me may din, they can't shut me down. Ghana for person mutie ni ya. Mumi say agenda 111. Omo to be completely back Ukraine. Omo ton contract no, and the other people at 10%. Ghana, me say, and then NPP for they should be careful with me. So maybe you're better. Only a mess beans all over the place. Now, when I catch you say, me my president, maybe free me sight, never know. I'm only thinking of the youth of this country and not NPP. Agenda 111, Mumisa Wom, Saba Kukrom Ria. They sold Obiti contract now. Now I got home watching 10%. Anybody to me, we are moving about the criticize NDC for me, and we'll be so there. Contract Abraham said, on on 11%, $55 million or per 11%. And you want to advance 7% and say, oh, dear, Massa, Ghana, I didn't hear Queen. Ghana, I didn't hear Queen. Politicians, we are deceiving the general public. And Obi and Jimmy come on to. Ah, my jeans, everything, men Cassania, you know. Obi and Jimmy scared me out this country. So long as I live, na me ye Ghana ni, na me tukwan, na me musani ankofo building wo mukura. Me ma odia scare me e Ghana ha. I'm not afraid of anybody. I will only speak the truth. Enti so mo pam ka anyi o ma no na bodin agenda one wo aji ye a wo poton ye. Please, I Ghana. Aden mu de mo wi anoma sorry, ba mo ko hospital wo baby. We have to be fair to Ghanaians. And Obi say we are better. Now what do I mean? Who can say we are better? Who will be? Now what I catch yourself president in Guanabay? Why in the catch yourself president in Guan? Everybody, we are more sorry, I'm more quiet, la sulala. I'm more begging for a businessman for Sika. Come and see the people that are coming to me. Me now officer we are better. Opposition, who is talking? Who is talking? Because I think the word you are bringing Amoto. Kasa says he up there. Who is defending MTP? I've been quiet. But Obia to me and Kamikasa Boa and show. My shed on my 18. But Obia Pawanya documents I'm remember out. Rather catch them say, be me a bitter. FATN, almost a better. MP4, we couldn't fight Galamsey because majority of executives in no we are Galamsey. And also woman control a woman platform. Miss Rome. Then a good country Nisa. We are more be blame me a better. We are better, said the other. It makes me call election, it makes me lose. I really don't care. But I'm not going to work for MPP. That means I will have a catch 10 cents of Canadian Japan. And now let me talk. I mean, my private self, Mimini Abronia and Kojina platforms in your campaign. Mimini Atachia and Kojina platforms in your campaign. Mimini Adrastapo and Kojina platforms in your campaign. Mimini Chemensa and Kojina platforms in your campaign. Mimini Kota and Kojina platforms in your campaign. You don't put out next year, you see what will happen in this country. You think I'm afraid of you guys? I am not afraid of anybody. I've decided to keep quiet. But if you push me to the wall, you will see some power. Please. Nobody can scare me in this country. Nobody.
I like it when Kennedy Japan is heated up like this. Then you realize that he has no boundaries. It's like a raging fire. Oh, yes. Now, you heard all the things he said. He said they couldn't fight Galamsey during the NPP era because majority of the members were engaged in Galamsey. You heard his own voice tell us that. Majority of the MPs in the NPP were engaged in Galamsey. Nation wreckers, useless people. Yet they will come and pay lip service to the nation. That Galamsey is killing us. We need to fight Galamsey. Yet these are the same people doing it. When a fish comes out of water to tell you that the crocodile sleeps snoring every day, you have no business doubting this fish. You don't live under the sea, do you? You don't live in the water, do you? Kennedy Japan is a member of the NPP, not an ordinary member. He's a big wig of the party. Yes, a big wig. And he's a financier of the party. My brother, my sister, he's giving so much money to Abronye and all those people to run their campaigns. And he keeps saying this time and again. My brother, if Kennedy Japan knew who was doing Galamsey, why has it taken him so long to bep up this? Why has it taken him so long to tell us that Agenda 111 was nothing but corrupt? It was bereft with so much corruption. Why has it taken Kennedy Japan so long to stand for Ghana the way he claims he's standing for Ghana? Sometimes that's the problem I have. He will tell you nothing happens before it's time. But having said this, he has told them, you claim that I am bitter because I lost the election to BAWUMIA. I will show you that I am bitter than what you think is bitter. Come June 2027. This is what has scared them. They are running helter-skelter. The NPP has written a very long petition against this man, a one-time honorable of the Republic of State. Now they call him a villain. This is what has scared them. And now they are having crisis meetings left, right, and center. But Kennedy said he wouldn't budge. He mentioned some 5 people that he will never stand on the same platform with. Number 1 is Coca. Number 2 is Atachia. The 3rd person he said is Chairman Sabonsu. Number 4 is his own baby mother, ADWOA SAFO, who presently is in crisis herself. Oh my God. And then number 5 is Abronye. My brother, my sister, these are also big wigs of the party. And all of them are in the camp of BAWUMIA. It looks like he's ready to turn his guns at full mast towards BAWUMIA and annihilate him and his campaign. Would he succeed? AFENYO-MARKIN is a very good friend of Kennedy Japan. They come from the same region, the same area. He himself is an MP. And of course, he's also a minority leader in parliament. My brother, my sister, this is one of the most disrespecters of the law in our country. They claim that they are lawmakers, yet the same law that they make, they break them. He slapped a policeman 3 times in the full glare of cameras. And he denied that what we saw was probably AI or some magic that happened in front of the camera. Up till now, this country called Ghana has not been able to give the policeman any justice. We tried to go into the story. The policeman was threatened by his own bosses. Why he spoke to the media? Because they want to hide the dirty skeletons of this dirty guy called AFENYO-MARKIN. My brother, my sister, hey, we will speak truth to power no matter what. This is the guy. He's called AFENYO-MARKIN. Hey, he has decided to speak against Kennedy Japan, but tactfully, brilliantly. What has he told Kennedy Japan? Watch this.
Sabi, bibini na senkoya endi wakumechi. Emma akumano emfroso to the extent say obeko radio akokese etia wawo party. Announce say party mu nsem wodi kogu abonten. Mesremo yewo papa Dr. BAWUMIA yeto abamano 31st January media dia minim na medi ho adanse on die impenimfo bia sese otu omuso anamo se dia beya nka bomba no sa anamo no papa no otu onu ankasa sebi oni obi mpo kasa eni die kwan so onfa tumi ni nwowa no ho
Osahin AFENYO-MARKIN Alexander. That's him. He's saying there's no need for any member of the party to go out and spill the beans about the party, no matter what. The man that we all voted for as our flag bearer, BAWUMIA, has not even had a wink of sleep. He can't even bat his eyelids from when we voted him. He's been going around making sure that he visits everybody so that there will be unity in the party. And then the crowd applauded. Never for once go out there and spill the beans about the party. I don't agree. Much as it sounded brilliant, my brother, my sister, they should rather encourage the speaking of the truth. If my party is at fault, you must go out there and say that. My brother, my sister, if your party was busily selling government contracts, it's a dirty, silly party. Agenda 111, according to Canada, Japan, not even one hospital was completed. Yet all these people were doing propaganda with that. We finished 50 hospitals, 70 hospitals, and if you go here, they mention places that did not exist on the map. Because they know the average Ghanaian doesn't even like to read. So they play on the ignorance of the average Ghanaian and fatten their pot bellies with stolen money belonging to the people. Agenda 111. You couldn't finish it. Not even one hospital. Now you are putting pressure on a government that did not start it to complete one of those hospitals. My brother, my sister, Canada Japan says it's wrong. And then number two, he says he will expose the party. Will Canada Japan listen to AFENYO-MARKIN and back down? He's promised that he will go full mast. But again, Kennedy is one man they can easily talk to and everything will be forgotten. I am tempted to think that sometimes when he needs the attention of his party, sometimes when they treat him like the red herring that they think he is, sometimes when they treat him like the stepchild that he is, and he needs the attention, coming out of the cold, he will set the whole party on fire so he can keep warm. Is he going to do it this time? Or they will talk him into quietness again. He mentioned 5 people. He will never go on the same political campaign platform with them. And it's clear. It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Story number 2. Watch this. Why MAHAMA has refused to see SEDINA TAMAKLOE. Now, the she thief was extradited from America. My brother, my sister, she was living in Las Vegas, the gambling city. We have shown you with documents how she got a driver's license, how she tried to maneuver her way into getting a green card via a certain fake marriage. This is SEDINA TAMAKLOE Sharon Ationu. She was the boss of NYA, National Youth Authority, and then became the boss of Maslock. This is SEDINA TAMAKLOE Ationu. She was a thief right from the start. She stole a lot of money, my brother, my sister, to the tune of 90 million Ghana cedis. And when the matter was taken to court, she ran outside the country to seek treatment via the consent of the court, only for her to stay there for 5 years. Whilst we were sitting here brooding over our stolen resources, she was busily attending Beyonce concerts in Vegas and some other places and spitting on us when we were running around with a dirty DDEP, Domestic Debt Exchange Program, a disease that was worse than Ebola. We all remember the e-levy, a wild animal that devoured us, like in the days of Jonah when he was swallowed by the whale. Or was it a shark? My brother, my sister, this is SEDINA, TAMAKLOE, Sharon, Christine Ationu, a she thief. She was sentenced to 10 years in absentia. She laughed at Ghanaians. I'm not returning. I'm now an American. Oh my God. But we spent money, more money after what she stole from us. Her assistant was already jailed. Yet she was hiding there, living off some NDC people over there in America and beyond. But the long arms of the law, the long arms of our ancestors will never fall asleep and become limp. We ran after her. We spent 150,000 American dollars to put her on a plane to bring her over to Ghana. And it looks like all of a sudden we're hearing some voices, guttural voices in the shadows. Oh, she's in prison custody. Oh, she's here. Oh, she's there. Oh, she's here. She's there. My brother, my sister, many people think that politicians will do all they can to protect their own. Same way AFENYO-MARKIN is saying, don't ever talk about the party issues outside. Are they going to protect this woman? Manasseh, Awini, Azure, the Bongo boy, is a renowned journalist that every Ghanaian knows. Manasseh, Awini, Azure is an award-winning journalist. He's a very credible journalist. He's an anti-graft journalist. He's now in America lecturing in one of the universities there. And everyone in Ghana can attest to the credibility of Manasseh Awini Azure. If he's wrong, then it's not intentional. Manasseh granted an interview to Channel 1 TV. And in that interview, he spoke about SEDINA, TAMAKLOE, Ationu, Sharon, Christine. What did Manasseh say? What did Manasseh think about the extradition and the subsequent incarceration of SEDINA, TAMAKLOE, Christine, Sharon, Ationu, the woman who was born on the 17th of December, 1965. Manasseh got through. Watch this.
I have heard, and many people in Ghana may also have heard, that we have a system in this country when some influential people, when they are convicted and said to be in jail, don't actually go to prison. The system has a way of keeping them somewhere, and once in a while showing them in and out. It is a whole lot of mess. I don't think anything prevents this administration from telling us that, look, this person has come in, he came in on this date, he's in Sawan prison, or he's at the cantonment police, and if anybody goes there, they will find him. I don't think anything stops the government from being clear on that. So where the government intends to hide something where there is no reason to hide it, it only fuels suspicion. And as I sit here, I cannot trust that SEDINA TAMAKLOE is in custody just because somebody tells me he is in custody. I don't trust that.
He was raised by a watchman father. He went through hardship. He knows the value of loyalty, honesty, probity, and accountability. This is Manasseh Awini Azure. He's a son of Pastor Mensa Otabil, to whom he has vouched so much loyalty. This is Manasseh. What has Manasseh said that is not correct? He cannot believe from where he is sitting that because somebody in the NDC has said that SEDINA is in jail or in prison custody, it means that it is correct. And he told us something. And this is a journalist who likes to research. You know what he said? He said the system has a way of imprisoning, in quotes, special VIP people in its own way without making them go to prison. Once in a while, they let them pop up in prison and then they pull them out and put them in 5-star hotels where they fatten their big fat bellies. He said the system has a way of doing that. And from where he sits, it looks like TAMAKLOE is a high-profile, some such somebody. My brother, my sister. And she might be going through this. It pains me so much that a man who met John Dramani Mahama, met Akufo-Addo, wrote a whole book on Mahama and all that, will sit back and say some of these things. It's because the system is failing us when it comes to justice. In America, we told you this last week. When somebody goes to jail, they tell us which jail we can find them in. They tell us their prison numbers. If we want to visit them, we write to the prison authorities. And the prison authorities contact them to find out if they will want such a visit. My brother, my sister, in our country, we don't have that. All the prisoners in America, if you Google them, you will find out which prison they are in and their prison numbers. Sometimes why they even went to prison. In our country, no. SEDINA came in. She's in prison custody. It's a very beautiful way of saying that she's not in prison. Prison custody is not prison. Do you understand that? Hey, if SEDINA, TAMAKLOE, Sharon, Christine, Ationu is sent to moving pick, I pray she's not there. 5-star hotel, and she's fed 10 times a day, and she's guarded by the prison authorities. That is prison custody. Are you aware? She doesn't have to be in prison for it to be prison custody. To be in prison is different from being in prison custody. It means you are at a place that is accessible to the prison officers. So you could even be in heaven as long as prison officers are standing by and looking at you. You are in prison custody. That is what Manasseh is talking about. My brother, my sister, but since she returned, Mahama has never been interested in seeing this woman. Yes, Mahama tried to get her back to face justice, and she decided not to come. She was interested in the fake green card that she will get. She was more interested in the Beyonce concerts. She was more interested. I don't want to say this other thing. It's so damning. I'll keep it. I will be a good boy today. My brother, my sister, she was more interested in those nasty things rather than accounting, yes, for her tenure of office, her stewardship. Can I tell you more? Why is Mahama not interested in seeing the face of SEDINA? When she was boss of Maslock, my brother, my sister, she ordered some vehicles that were supposed to go to the creative arts and also the transport union. And those cars, you know what she did with that? Let me be specific and accurate with you. Come here. Run the dossier. Watch this, my youth. Hey! My brother is crazy. SEDINA TAMAKLOE ATIONU Sharon Christine. It's like demonic names. Christine, Sharon. 350 cars were supposed to be procured. My brother, my sister. And she inflated the prices of the cars. So if a car was supposed to go for 10 Ghana, she probably made it 38 Ghana. To the point of stealing about 18 million on these cars alone. Yes, SEDINA TAMAKLOE ATIONU was involved in a major state-backed vehicle procurement scheme meant for the creative arts and transport sectors, though she did this as the CEO of the Microfinance and Small Loans Center, MASLOC. Microfinance and Small Loans Center. In the run-up to the 2016 elections, MASLOC partnered with the Ministry of Tourism, Culture and Creative Arts to distribute Chevrolet and Fiat saloon cars under a vehicle hire purchase scheme. Listen, Fiat and what? Chevrolet. The program targeted prominent entertainers, Blakk RASTA, not Pat, musicians, and members of the Ghana Actors Guild to help them own reliable commercial or personal vehicles. The MAHAMA administration wanted to do this. A lot of creatives were dying poor. So look at what happened. A massive scandal emerged when audits and investigative journalists revealed that the prices of 350 vehicles procured under her watch, which also included Isuzu buses for the GPRTU, were heavily inflated. The state reportedly paid over 18 million more than the showroom price for the fleet. 18 million Ghana cedis. MAHAMA added because she inflated the prices. Because of the higher purchase prices were fixed so high, yes, the transport unions rejected many of the vehicles. They said, no, we don't want to be in this kind of corruption. Causing dozens of cars to sit abandoned and rot in the weeds behind the Accra International Conference Center. A lot of the buses. In fact, the creatives, a lot of them refused this and said, no. How can this thing cost 10 Ghana and then they are selling this to us at 38? Higher purchase. No, we don't want that. And you know what? She pocketed all this money. Meanwhile, the subset of celebrities, actors and actresses who did receive the vehicles allegedly defaulted on their installment plans and refused to pay back the state. They said, if the state can sit down and watch this thief steal all this money, why should we even pay? Yes, we ain't sure. So they took the car and refused to pay. Hey, that shit away. And when MAHAMA invited her, come here, see what happened, and asked her, where is the rest of the money? Did you procure all the cars? What happened to the cars? We're told that, oh, Lordina came and used part of the money to buy ADWOA. Lordina, your wife, she came and took part of the money to buy ADWOA to be distributed. How much did the ADWOA cost? She wasn't ready to say. Tell us. How much did the aboboya cost? Pumbabebe, 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 Answers were not forthcoming. Mahama walked out of the meeting in anger. You have betrayed me and my government. Right now, everybody, all the journalists are talking about it. How much you have inflated these things? The few that were supplied are out there. Nobody wants to pay. The higher pitches. The others that you procured are sitting in the weeds, getting rotten. And walked away. From that time, Mahama has hated the face of this woman, the she thief. Thankfully, she went to court, and this was one of the things that got her jailed for 10 years. Is the Black Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. Story number 3. Watch this. Why Ghana police should have never received donations from Kennedy AGYAPONG. Wow. For the first time, my very good friend Abronye has spoken sense. He makes sense once every 20 years. Abronye talks by heart. But once in a while, I agree with him. My brother, my sister, Abronya has brought our attention to something that I have always talked about on this show. We have had some people, in quotes, seen as drug barons, or people who are rumored to be running around drugs, build police stations for the police. Mimbo Biadi. Some people who the public says they have been indulged, or they are still indulging in some drug businesses. These people go to build a station, police station for the police. How can the police arrest this person if this person is found doing something untoward? Put that aside. Kennedy AGYAPONG, for some time, was also rumored to be somebody who had engaged in some drug trafficking in the past. He has always vehemently fought against it and said it wasn't true. So I have no business saying that it is true. My brother, my sister. But this is what Abronye is saying. And it's all over in the news. Abronye says that the police that is doing so well around this time. How many of us have realized that the Ghana police has upped its game under the IGP? This man here called Tete Yohon. Abronye says the police shouldn't have tainted its hands receiving gifts from Kennedy AGYAPONG. My brother, my sister, how many times have we seen people donate, people of questionable character, donate things to the police and the police accepts that? Kennedy AGYAPONG donates pickup, truck, and 15 motorcycles to Ghana Police Service. And when you look at that, look at it. Look at the motorbikes. Of course, any normal human being will clap. He donated this to mark his 66th anniversary on earth. And we all saw that. The Ghana police received this and applauded. Abronye thinks that this does not make sense. Why is Abronye not too happy about this? Now, We all remember the Ahmed Swale incident. Kennedy Japan spoke about it and even called for people to attack this person should he ever come around his premises, and that any consequences he, Kennedy Japan, would pay. Then the gentleman got murdered in plain daylight, in traffic. He was shot several times in the head and also right here in the neck. One of the very few times we saw such violent crimes, and not just in the room or a hidden place, right on the street. Ahmed Swale was an investigative journalist who was working for Anas Admiral Anas's Tiger PI. My brother, my sister, Kennedy Japan has struggled from that time till now to clean his name out of this gory murder. Ahmed Swale left behind 2 wives and a number of children. My brother, my sister, both wives were so young, by the Islamic law, they were asked to go and find men to marry. They couldn't even sit in Ahmed Swale's family house to be taken care by the family. Now, the children, only God knows how they are doing now. Anas Armiyaw Anas says he's doing well to take care of them. He's not obliged to do so after some time, but I believe he's still doing that. The life of a young man was cut short because of a careless whisper from a politician. Kennedy Japan himself in America was stopped and embarrassed because of this same Ahmed Swale thing. And he doesn't shy away from it publicly. Abronye spoke about this. Do we have the tape? Do we have the tape? My brother, my sister, this was what Abronye said. This is the tape he released. What is the tale of the tape? Abronye is now writing. Kwame Bafu Abronye writes, and this is from Ohia TV Online. That is his outfit. He says, he was invited, interrogated, cautioned, and subsequently granted bail in respect of the death of Ahmed Swale, which was then a key campaign promise of the NDC party. Some months ago, the CID boss stated at a press conference that investigations into Ahmed Swale's death were still ongoing. A few days later, the police received a pickup vehicle and motorbikes from the same person who had been cautioned and granted bail in the Swale case. Question: has the investigation been compromised? It is public knowledge that Swale's pictures were displayed on Net2 TV, and he was murdered a few days after that broadcast, 2 days ago. This same person on the Net2 TV threatened my life and went on to say that I will see what will happen to me in the coming days. Surprisingly, the police have remained silent about it. Was it contract killing? Is he planning to contract people to kill me? I will be filing a petition before the UN Security Council in the coming days against the individual and the Ghana police. Yes, ekutia biya nim neura. Ekutia biya nim neura. He didn't mention the name, but the one who showed the pictures on the 2 TV was no other than Kennedy Ohene Japan. I will have the pictures. I will show the pictures. Read my lips. When he comes here, Mumbono Metria. They didn't beat him, they killed him. He was invited, interrogated, cautioned, and then a few years down the line, when the investigations are still going on, one of the key suspects in the case has gone to donate motorbikes to the police. He has gone to donate a vehicle to the police. It's a good cause. But is the investigation compromised? Certainly, yes. The IGP, I love so much. Today, Ghana police, no matter where you are, they will find you if you commit a crime. True? Ghana police is behaving like British police. And the IGP Tete Yohonu, find his photograph. So those who don't know him will know him. IGP Tete Yohonu. He was a policeman from when he was 20 years old. He was in the police service. He was the only man in the history of this country who was decorated for fighting crime to the zenith by the late president John Evans Atta Mills. IGP Tete Yohonu. He retired. And then the country said, no, we can't let you go away with this plethora, this humongous knowledge of policing. The only ever decorated IGP when it comes to fighting crime. Yes, you are retired, but we beg you, come back. He gave them only one condition. He said, I need my special assistant and partner in fighting crime all these years to join me. He's the DG Finance. COP, Commissioner of Police, Frimpong. FRE. His Frimpong is an E, not an I. FREMPONG. He didn't demand a private jet. He didn't demand a sailing boat. He just said, let Frimpong join me. We have worked hand in hand all these years. I cannot take the success story alone. Join him in. And Director General Finance of the Police Service of Ghana, COP Frimpong, joined him. And together, these two retirees have turned over the Ghana police. And I'm excited about it. I see what the police is doing. The police, my brother, is promoting people like crazy, like never done before. One of the biggest complaints in the police service, we are never promoted no matter what we do. Since this guy came into power, this is what happened. Find me the photo of DG Finance, COP Frimpong. That's it. Doesn't he look like a Gold Coast policeman? Look at the medal sitting on his left breast. Together, my brother, they have turned around the Ghana police. Before we would even see it online, it's already been executed. So I am wondering why these wonderful people still accepted these tainted gifts or donations from Kennedy Japan. Dash it away. Now, if this was a movie, we'll call this part an aside. Can I go into the aside? How many of us know Thomas Partey? This is the guy. He's going to be playing against England. He's played in that country as a professional footballer before. 4 women came against him, saying that he raped them. The matter is in court. In fact, and next year, they will sit on this issue and maybe try to finalize it. A few months from now, they will keep going to court, one after the other, case after case. Their case would also be heard. Hopefully by next year, this case would have been dusted. And our prayer is that if he's not guilty, may he walk free. But if he is, crime here is crime everywhere. Crime anywhere is crime everywhere. This is Thomas Partey. He has not been convicted of the crime yet. Listen. Canada refused him a visa. Canada refused him a visa. And by their laws, if there's enough precedents, rather than prove that the person may be culpable, you don't allow them into your country. So you don't have to be convicted. 4 women, all of them from different backgrounds, from different areas in England, have come on you that you have raped them. The Canadians believe that there might be an iota of truth. So they won't accept you in their country until this case is done. Many people think it's unfair. I also think it's unfair because anybody at all can just come and lie about you. And when you are a hot cake, in fact, there can be contractors who will contract some of these people just to destroy you. It's possible. We know how the mafioso works. My brother, my sister, Canada has refused to allow him inside that country. They don't care if he's the supremo of your country's football. No, they are looking at the country first and foremost. Can I tell you more? Can I tell you more? Watch this now. The English team initially said the team will not shake hands with him when they meet at the World Cup. Are they still nursing that? Their laws say that until the person is convicted of a crime, you can't call him a criminal. But they have decided that they will not shake his hands. Then they said they will not even answer questions relating to Thomas Partey. I need you to watch the tape. These are the World Cup. The captain of the English side was asked a question at a press briefing. Thomas Partey, how are you guys going to treat him? Watch this.
Jobs that you can make, who can hopefully keep that intensity high when it starts to dip as well.
And the squad this week is going to come up against Thomas Partey. I wonder whether you'd all discuss that as a group about how you might approach that.
Sorry, Steve, for obvious legal reasons, we're not going to go there. Jay.
Hi, Dan. Aside from the games you mentioned earlier, have there been any specific moments or specific things?
Jobs that you can make, who can hopefully keep that intensity high when it starts to dip as well.
And the squad this week is going to come up against Thomas Partey. I wonder whether you'd all discuss that as a group about how you might approach that.
Sorry, Steve, for obvious legal reasons, we're not going to go there. Jay.
Hi, Dan. Aside from the games you mentioned earlier, have there been any specific moments or specific things?
This is the guy. There was a question on Thomas Partey. How would you treat him? Are you guys still not going to shake his hands? And then just as he was about to answer, somebody on the other side who is in charge of their media. I don't know if we have that kind of person for the Black Stars. I don't know. The person said, because of the legality of the issue, he is not permitted to answer any question on Partey. I cannot tell you. They might have to shake the hands of Partey. Some of them know him and have played with him before, probably. Some even probably want to be like him on the field of play. But above all, they are country first. Even if you are God and they feel like you're not treating their country good, they will show you that kind of aversion. Can I tell you more? They might shake Partey's hands because of the fair play rule. But the English fans are ready to boo Partey. Watch it. Anytime Partey gets the ball, you hear boos all over the stadium. They will boo. One is psychological, to make him feel down and not be able to perform so their country would win. Two, they are also responding to the whims and caprices of their country, England. He's not been convicted yet, just like Kennedy Japan. But they don't want him around Canada. The English people do not also want him, let alone shake hands with him. I'm not saying that is right, but I'm only telling you how extreme some people can go to defend their country and their citizens. If Kennedy made utterances, and after that, we saw an investigative journalist shot and killed in cold blood. Later, he said it was Anas himself who killed his own guy. And then he came out and told us there was a guy in Kumasi who killed the guy. When we followed up, the guy said, who, me? What are you talking about? My brother, I think that is below the belt for the same police that is supposed to be finding the killer of Ahmed Swale, receiving gifts and donations from key suspects, prime suspects in this. Abronye, bring him here. Come here. Abronye has made sense for the first time in the 20 years that he's been in politics. And I think that this is deep. If Abronye can continue like this, he will be a better politician. But he's also fighting for his life. He says the same way that guy, in quotes, probably contracted people to kill Ahmed Swale. Is he planning to contract killers for his own life? It's a question for the gods. It's the black pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey ya, hey you, kai, wayo,
Sometimes you just need a moment for yourself, a moment to slow down, feel the water, and let the day fade. Tesori is more than just a shower. It's a moment of pure calm, smooth, creamy, and relaxing. With forest therapy, Persian dream, royal oud, thalassotherapy, ikigai, fior di loto, and karma, all in convenient 500 milliliter bottles. There's a Tesori scent to fit every mood, every moment, every kind of you. Feel the lather on your skin. Breathe in the aroma. Let stress melt away and just enjoy the calm. You don't just feel clean. You feel refreshed, confident, and yourself. Tesori d'Oriente. Luxury is a feeling. For bulk purchases, contact Daddy Ash Limited on 0244 772599.
Tesori d'Oriente.
Blackpot.
It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Please share the broadcast and hit on the subscription button right after that on the notification bell so that each time we are on, you will be reminded to watch. Please recommend us to family and friends. Like the broadcast. Story number 4. Watch this. Dodo. Top British actress behind Ghana's drug smuggling to Australia exposed. Now put a hyphen between drug and smuggling. Top British actress behind Ghana's drug smuggling to Australia exposed. There's this NP who has been speaking about gay issues. Kweku Besia, is it Kwame Besia? My brother, my sister. Kojo Besia. Gay, man to man, woman to woman, LGBTQI+. He's a reverend minister. They tried to stop him. Recently, there was one Angel Maxine that came out and said that he or she was a gay partner to this person. It all came out that it was just, something to fight back. His fight against the LGBTQI+. This is the man I'm talking about. Reverend Ntim Fodio. When the Mahama government came into power, he made utterances that made Ghana very angry. He said there was a plane that landed at the tarmac, and that another plane joined, and those planes were filled with narcotics. We asked him to prove. We went on the plane, security personnel, and looked all over. Not a scintilla of truth was in what he said. He tracked the planes and mentioned where the plane went to and where it stopped. He has never been able to fulfill that portion of the truth. It's been left blank. My brother, my sister, we were angry with him because some of the stories that he told did not fit in the jigsaw puzzle. So what happened? We became angry with him and kicked him out. A few days ago, charcoal from Ghana, carried all the way from Ghana, West Africa. I never knew charcoal was still a prized commodity in this country. In the days of forest destruction, simply put, deforestation. They imported charcoal from Ghana. Can you imagine? All the way to Australia. And then they found out that these charcoal bags were actually packed with a lot of drugs. My brother, my sister, these are the charcoal bags. The Australian authorities looked at it and realized that, hey, this thing looks suspicious. They looked through this, and you can see that. You see that? This is like an X-ray. And the charcoal bags are those standing up on your left. And on your right, they are lying flat. Those dot, white things you see there are the drugs. My brother, my sister, and we soon are going to tell you what drugs these specifically are. And the authorities, you know what the authorities did? They decided to pack everything nicely. Normally, that's what they do. And see the destination. They follow the drugs quietly to see who will come and clear, where the drugs will go. And they realized that it was not mean a person. A British actress, not a beginner, a 34-year-old Emma Hassan. Emma Hassan. This lady, 34 years. She's acted in high-profile movies. She's even acted with a renowned action, violent movie maker, Jason Statham. Can I run your dossier? Come here. Come here. Run the dossier and watch this. Emma Hassan is a 34-year-old British actress who came under intense global scrutiny following her arrest in Sydney, Australia, for her alleged role in a multi-million-dollar international drug trafficking ring. It's a ring. It's a ring. Cartel. And this is from the BBC. Now, before the high-profile criminal charges, Hudson worked as a professional TV and film actress in London, England. Her notable acting roles include EastEnders, E20, 2010 to 2011. She is the best known for portraying she's best known for portraying the student character, Naz Mehmet, in this youth-oriented spin-off of the long-running BBC soap opera, EastEnders. And this from the BBC. Now, the plot to bring down Britain's planes. She appeared in this television documentary drama. Can I tell you more? Redemption, that's the Hummingbird, 2013. She played a major role as a young Russian prostitute in this Hollywood action thriller starring Jason Statham. Then, 2026, she has moved away from the silver screens to the doldrums and vicissitudes of the dark underworld of drug trafficking. Hi! Now watch this. The drugs that she allegedly smuggled from Ghana or via Ghana is worth 296 million Australian dollars. American dollars, 208 million US dollars. Hey, can I tell you what happened? The Australian border agents suspected two shipping containers coming from Ghana, filled with sacks of charcoal. Hidden inside the charcoal was 320 kilograms. That's an equivalent of 700 pounds of methamphetamine. Methamphetamine. Jesus have mercy. Australian Federal Police tracked the delivery to a storage unit in Girraween, Western Sydney, where Hudson was allegedly caught supervising a crew as they unpacked the contraband. She was officially arrested at a home in Blacktown on June 18, 2026, a few days ago, as you were told. The thing went all the way to the address. Then she came out supervising the whole thing. And the crew is a whole underworld ring of drug traffickers. Hudson has been charged with attempting to import a commercial quantity of a border-controlled drug. She has been refused bail and is held in custody. Her next major court hearing is scheduled for August 2026, and she faces a maximum penalty of life in prison if convicted. And this is from BBC. This is the woman. If this was in Nigeria, she will go free. They say, Oga, now obodo Igbo woman be that too. Obodo woman no go fit dey kiri. If this was Ghana, she most probably would have gone free, or maybe with a reduced sentence. They will just ask her. The deal is to feature in 2 Kumawood movies and go back. She would feature with Lewin. We are kwasiawo. Wo ba me we are kwasiawate. When I see who got on robot, you know. What are you saying? Are you crazy? What is this you're talking about? And that is enough to set her free. The deal is done. Insult me in a movie and it's done. But the Australian people say she will go to jail for life if convicted. And as it stands, the silver-bed megastar turned underworld dark drug kingpin is sweating in most uncomfortable places. Does this give a bit of credence a bit of truth, a scintilla of truth to what Reverend Ntim Fodio said about a year ago? Could it be? Is Ghana being turned into a drug passage to the West? The narcotics authority says never, not under their watch. They are also investigating to find out where that drug actually emanated and whether the charcoal is Ghanaian or maybe some other country of origin. Our prayer is that our nation's name will be cleared. Again, our prayer is that Ghana doesn't become a passage conduit pipe for drug trafficking. I am glad that it involves a white person, not just a white person, a top British superstar. Will Britain try to have a deal with the Australian people for their superstar? Or will they watch her face justice in the Oxy land? My brother, my sister, nobody is bigger than the law. And that is what we should be doing in our country where the poor never get justice. It's the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we have another story. Story number 5. Oh my God, this is an interesting story. The young lady who destroyed friendship between BAWUMIA and Kennedy Japan. The young lady is called, do you remember? Political Mavis. Very pretty young lady. I hear she's in her 20s. My brother, my sister. Her real name is Mavis Asante. Young lady. She's quite brilliant. She loves politics. Hey, she's met with the former president, one of the most useless we have had in this country's history, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. That's her. And it was on a very good note. You can see Kufuor sitting there. And you know what she was telling him? And look at what is written on the back of her shirt. Is what? BAWUMIA. She's saying, I thank you, Mr. President. And she laid down flat on the ground. This is somebody who seems to be an attention seeker. She didn't need all the drama. But it's all right. Sometimes people are not necessarily attention seeking. It's just emotions. She said, thank you, Mr. President, for the SHS, the free SHS. That's what she told the man. Thanking him so much. Kufuor looked at her once and decided not to look there again so that he would not be accused of eavesdropping. She's not ended. She's going to lie down flat. She lay down flat. And then the president's wife says, you are overreacting. Get up and go. This lady is called BAWUMIA's darling girl. It looks like she's responsible for breaking the relationship between BAWUMIA and Kennedy Japan. Can I tell you? Can I tell you? Watch this.
Yes,
okay.
I said there be a mobile say I no ma be kasa bebrebe obi a government obi otia be mo so I say na omunye privy to simple information bi. I say ya no munim de ekoso wo man kasa ban no motim. I said mimi ni ani mo asem obisa me so hu me video bi ana me nam affair. Yes, and me can one sem because me chile de entia me call. And I bring ya betena say na ye share MPP for ba ma meto so MPP for ba very hospital na say mama for document we nchire o
Okay.
Document here that says met me the producer. Document we.
Ready be chair you.
2024 budget statement and economic policy monitoring report for January to December 2024. And this is for first budget statement ready na document we kan. Drew omangasa drew defense and health initiatives no. We nkra de one kra so sa kra de green mark highlight say be ya wo kan ya obi abeti ase. The omo kan won say the construction of the military hospital in Aferi Kumasi is nearing completion with overall work done at 98%. Any MPP for and a call parliament go read this budget. NDC for and a omanga and a call yom go read this budget. Ebiana, Mr. Brempebiana, when I met my drop document and I'm now wangasa well ready for yourself. Miriam Osa Koti, Honorable Kenok, Akumpre Japan, Papa.
Yeah.
Osa Koti is a chairman of the Defense and Interior Committee or the Council MPP for and sick site walk. Kra 8 years da and a walker. Now the young years a crank as a penny chantro. And I say, be an papa be a name of because oh, yini.
Okay.
And the be a man can't do statement. You be a name of cry and a refuge because of a yini. Because she say oh, yini. And she never blow one rebefi. Yes, you're a papa can Japan report here. Kitami. In the second session of the 8th Parliament of the 4th Republic of Ghana. Report of the Committee on Defense and Interior on 2023 annual budget estimate of the Ministry of Defense, December 2022. Already documented in my FA Defense Ministry. As some also come for Aferi Hospital. The Aferi Military Hospital, in which had progressed to about 90%. That was in 2022. And NDC for report I'm reading in 2025. But they say now from 2022 to 2024, no, a team here do 98%. This is the full report. But you so crowd as are the amount. No one can say papa can Japan. And I say kama. I was saying so I can say MPP for by in 80.
We want to save you some of the remarks that broke the back of Kennedy Japan. Kennedy Japan saw this, he wasn't happy. No, you hear me say, I am growing, so my memory is all fading off. And to make it worse, she's Bawumia's darling girl, wearing Bawumia's t-shirts all over the place. And during the campaign, she was heavy on the platform of Bawumia, all over the internet. And now that he's kept quiet, she is on him saying that his memory is fading because he's growing old. To make it worse, a video came popping up, and that was what made Kennedy go totally berserk. Watch this. I need you to hear the voice in this video. So open your ears and listen with rapt attention.
Let's take it this just. Yes, it is possible. Well done. You've done very, very well. Thank you. Right. Yes, I'm happy. Let's take it this just. Yes, it is possible. Well done. You've done very, very well. Thank you. Right. Yes, I'm happy. Let's take it this just. Yes, it is possible. Well done. You've done very, very well. Thank you. Right. Yes, I'm happy. Let's take it this just. Yes, it is possible. Well done.
Well, Dr. Bawumia congratulating her and saying, well done, let's take a photo. Well, when this one came out, propagandists said it was an AI generated something. But I cross-checked with Bawumia's team. They said it's not an AI generated thing, but the voice was doctored. In other words, they just slapped the voice on this tape. That was not the original thing Bawumia said. But again, They said that this was done on the 3rd of February, 2026. She had gone in there with so many other people to congratulate Dr. BAWUMIA on his victory over Kennedy Agyapong and the rest in the flag bearership race. She also met with the then second lady. Of course, she was a second lady at a point. It looks like the young woman is making some political inroads. She's getting to meet some of the most important people in the NPP politics. And she has a way of doing that. She calls all the attention and then she goes into it. She might become a good communicator if she plays her cards well. But when Kennedy saw this, he said, hey, having said all these things about me, I am sure that this BAWUMIA guy is the guy pushing these people to destroy me and make me look useless. And he decided to go on radio and talk about destroying his party come next year and the people that he will never stand on the same political platform with. Can I tell you something? When people were going to congratulate BAWUMIA on his winning the flag bearership, Kennedy never went there. That's the information I'm getting from the camp of BAWUMIA. He didn't go there. After BAWUMIA did not see Kennedy, he decided to follow up to Kennedy's house. And there, they sat down to talk. The one who won had to follow the one who lost in order to force a congratulation. My brother, my sister, there are other things we can't say now. Is Kennedy bitter? Is he bitter? Why did he not congratulate this man? But we got to hear why in that tape we played earlier. He said that they did a lot of things during the campaign that he wasn't happy about. And he will start talking about these things come June 2027. That will be the major showdown. Is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we have a final story. Hey yo, hey ya,
Blakk Pot, Kukushonamo.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. At this point, I want to say thank you so much to our sponsors. Hey, turn every single shower into a royal experience. Wait, Tesori Doriente, Italian and African coming together to give you that premium quality. Yes, Italian technology, African raw materials, Tesori Doriente. Smell like heaven. We are also sponsored by the kind courtesy of Millennium Insurance, your trustworthy partner. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushodemo, where we speak truth to power. Final story. Story number 6. Watch this. Plot to kill ADWOA SAFO exposed. It's all over in the news. ADWOA SAFO has been shot. She's lying on the hospital bed. Her car has been perforated with bullets. Who is ADWOA SAFO? Do you know her? She was an MP. Dome Kwabenya. She's a baby mother of Kennedy AGYAPONG. One of those Kennedy said he would never stand on the same platform to campaign with, even though they have, you know, something between them. My brother, my sister. This woman is a lawyer. There was a time she was even the Deputy Speaker of Parliament. Now this woman took Ghana for granted in the days of the NPP under Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. She abandoned her ministry, the Ministry of Children, Gender, Social Welfare, whatever, and went to America. Her accent changed 2 days after she arrived in America. She was speaking with an American accent. Later we heard that she said her child was sick, and then she had gone there to take care of the child. She was celebrating the child's birthday on social media, whilst other children in Ghana under her ministry were perishing. This is ADWOA SAFO. Her constituents were crying to have her back as their MP. She was on an air wall. She told them point blank that her family first. And they said, oh, but you swore, you took a vow that Ghana first. Now you have killed that vow. It's about your family. We saw her dancing all over the place on the internet whilst her ministry was suffering here. We can say so much about this woman, ADWOA SAFO. She took her party to ransom. Yes, big ransom. You know what she did? When they were going to pass the e-levy, she didn't want to come. They had to beg her and bring her in a chartered flight to Ghana. And when she came, she was not even ready to come there. It took Akosua Frema, the then chief of staff, to bring her in a convoy to the parliament. We were even told that she was not the one. Somebody cloned her. Then again, Kennedy AGYAPONG said he had to pay so much money into a Fidelity bank account. Almost like a bribe to have her come and vote for the e-levy. Very arrogant woman. She has no respect for the nation, no respect for her constituents, and they decided to kick her out. They never voted her back. My brother, my sister, this is ADWOA SAFO. She's a lawyer. She was shot. She's now lying on a hospital bed with a perforated ear. My brother, my sister, this is ADWOA SAFO. Her car was also shot at. We just decided to blacken it so that you won't see too much of the goriness. Some of the pellets hit her scalp. This is ADWOA SAFO. Her car was perforated right in the glass and also in front of the car. My brother, my sister, what happened? What happened? The police has issued a press release. And what is the police saying? My brother, my sister, what actually happened? What did the police say? Now the police has arrested 6 people from a private security company that was hired to be on the scene of shooting. Why did the shooting start? What started the shooting? This is what the police put up. Open it up so we can read it quickly because we have a lot to say here. My brother, my sister, the police has been quick. 6 people apprehended, guns confiscated, and some other such things for exhibit, while investigation is flying high. 6 arrested in connection with Kwabenya shooting incident. Now, the Ghana Police Service has arrested 6 private security guards in connection with a shooting incident involving Honorable Sarah ADWOA SAFO, which occurred at Kwabenya on the 21st of June 2026. Subsequently, a search conducted has led to the retrieval of 5 pump-action guns, 1 Taurus pistol loaded with 7 rounds of 9mm ammunition, an additional magazine loaded with 5 rounds of 9mm ammunition, and communication equipment. Preliminary investigations indicate that police personnel from the National Operations Directorate and the Intelligence Directorate who were on special duty received a distress call from a residence at Kwabenya and proceeded to the scene. Upon arrival, it was established that a ceremony was being held at the residence of Mr. TAMAKLOE SAFO Jehoshaphat, alias Akofena, in his private residence. When Honorable ADWOA SAFO reportedly arrived and requested access to the premises but was denied entry, police investigations further revealed that armed security personnel at the residence allegedly discharged firearms during the incident, resulting in the injury of Honorable ADWOA SAFO. Her vehicle was also found with multiple gunshot marks. The suspects and exhibits have been transferred to the police headquarters to assist ongoing investigations. Investigations are ongoing to locate and arrest all other persons connected with the incident. And this is from Juliana Obeng Dashert. The police was quick, picked up the distress call, went straight into action. These were the guns, the pump action, 5 of them taken, and you see the ammunition lying alongside. There's a Taurus pistol with a 9mm, bullets, my brother, my sister, all seized and picked up by the police. But what really happened? What really happened? Apostle Kwadwo Safo Kantanka, aka Christo Asafo, is this man here. There are 2 different dates of birth associated with him. Public documents say he was born in 1948, but his family insists that he was born in 1912, so he died at the age of 113. Apostle Kwadwo Safo Kantanka. He was an inventor. This man was also a priest. He preached, an apostle of God. He was a crazy philanthropist who adopted hundreds of children and took care of them. Meanwhile, his own biological children were not probably even up to 5. Yet hundreds of children were taken care by him. He had a TV station, a radio station, and even more. He died. His posters were all over the place. Billboards were all over the place. The family said he died at the age of 113. Before he died, he had mentioned in a number of events, yes, at a number of events where he said that his son, Akofena, would take over from him as a priest. One of his sons is a pilot, the one who got married to Juliet Ibrahim, my brother, my sister. And this other one here, my brother, my sister, is supposed to be the priest and take over whatever. But it came out also that there was a will that this man left behind. And the lawyer had mentioned that there was a will. But interestingly, if there was a will, the family agreed that they should wait until this man is properly buried. When he's gone, then they would actually be sure if there's a will or not. And then all the other things the man had said whilst he was alive, will or no will, would then come to pass. My brother, my sister, upon that agreement, ADWOA SAFO heard that her brother, Akofena, was in his private residence being installed as the man taking over the AGYAPONG SAFO church and beyond. And she didn't like what she heard. She called her younger brother and said, you know what? I'm going to check out what is happening there. And then after a few minutes, she called back and said, I've been shot. What happened? I said, I have been shot. That is the man, the light-skinned guy there. Hey, he's talking. They are installing him. He's holding the sword of office. Yes, that's him. Everybody is there in his private residence. Soon they will carry him shoulder high. They will beat the phantom from. They are about to carry him. Yebabe swano. Nana yeswano. Hey, king. He was smart. He didn't allow the firing of muskets. You know, just pour the powder. King. Somebody's pulling his hand. He doesn't like it. Besa prano. So that's it. I have cooked. You know, this is the guy. Powder. He's happy. His father wanted him to take over the thing. He couldn't be patient and wait for the burial of his father. He wants to go in there. The burial is delaying. There's a Hausa saying that I like so much. It says that a woman with big buttocks, when her husband dies, they don't delay in the burial of the husband. You know why? So that things can start. Sad as it is, my brother, my sister, sometimes we say a few things in jest. Dash it away. Now, let us listen to what happened according to the lawyer of AGYAPONG SAFO's father, AGYAPONG SAFO. He granted an interview to Joy FM. And he said things that are interesting. This is the family lawyer. Kofi, he's going to talk. Watch this.
Well, good afternoon. Yes, I wasn't on ground actually at the point the incident occurred, but as a member and a lawyer for the church, I received some brief detail of it. So maybe as far as I can share the briefing I got. But it's all about the installation or introduction of the newly appointed leader. So, per our constitution, as you know, our founder has passed on, and then there needs to be a replacement in terms of the leadership. And so the constitution gave some powers to the Council of Elders to go through a process and appoint a new leader from among the sons of the founder. So they have gone through the process. They started some months ago. So they have gone through the process, and now they have settled on one person. And then today, they have wanted to introduce the said one person to the General Council. The General Council they represent the members. So today's program was to introduce the newly appointed leader to the General Council, who represent the entire membership of the church. So that was what the incident was all about as in today's ceremony. Yes.
So who fired the shots then?
Who fired which shots?
We understand that AGYAPONG SAFO Kantanka has been shot. True or not?
For that one, I can't tell. And for what I know is that after the introduction of the newly appointed leader to the members, after the ceremony, after the ceremony, they heard a very loud bang. And there are two gates, the northern gate and the southern gate. So they heard a loud bang at the southern gate. And then people were surprised. The bang came again, and then we realized that it was a car which was banging at the gate and wanted to enter. So I think there was a three bang. So she banged, and they got to realize that it was Honorable AGYAPONG SAFO who was in the car. So since she couldn't penetrate the gate through with her car, she went to the northern gate. After that, and then she repeated the same thing. She banged it. She banged the second one, and then the security apparatus, the private security, indicated to her that no, what she's doing will cause casualty because there were still people in the premises. Because when you enter through the gate with your car, you don't know who you can walk over or drive over with a car. So they started firing warning shots to prevent her from coming, from entering the residence with her car. So as to whether they shot her, as to whether she was wounded, we've seen pictures around, but that's not what actually happened on ground.
But why were they preventing her from entering the church premises?
Sorry?
Why were they preventing her from entering the church premises?
No one prevented her from entering the church. If she had parked and then come down and then indicated that she wants to enter, that would have been all. But
is she not part of the leadership of the church?
Sorry?
Is she not part of the leadership of the church?
No, she's not part of the leadership of the church.
And when the decision of who becomes the leader of the church came up, was she not invited?
Yes. The Council of Elders, as far as I know, wrote to all the children, of the founder. But then, according to the Council of Elders, none of them honored the invitation.
But
that's the brief I've gotten.
She was on her way to the church premise, not so.
No, not the church premise. The place we held the ceremony was held. It's not a church premise.
Right.
Yes.
What place is that?
The place is a residence built by the son of the founder.
And why did she have to force her way through? If the church leadership indeed wrote to her to be present.
I think that question should be directed to her. I cannot answer as to why she wants to force her way there. Because if you want to come and then you get down, you want to come, no one will prevent you. So as to whether if she was prevented, then why should she force her way through? I think she should be answering the question.
You spoke about the gunshots as well, and I asked a question earlier. Who fired those shots and why?
The shots.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes. The shots. Who fired those shots?
I wasn't on ground, but we had gunshots. According to the briefing I got was that she fired the first shot. That's the briefing I got. She fired the first shot and then banged the gates with her car.
So she fired the first shot.
When she fired those shots, the security apparatus, the private security, also knew that the lives of people were at risk. So they were giving warning shots.
Well, Nana Kofi Kantanka is supposed to be the lawyer for the ADWOA SAFO mission. What he's saying is not really adding up. Or did you really get him? Or she came there, banged at the gate, and when they did not open, she went to the southern gate and there was banging, and then they realized that she was the one. They had to fire warning shots, Now he says, oh, she was the first person who fired the shots. Well, maybe it's legal language. We don't really understand. We are not learned. Okay? Now, a brother of ADWOA SAFO also spoke. What did he say? Watch this.
In the morning, and my sister framed me. So my sister framed me, I think the family all read a consensus say see your papa, yintimi ni do be your papa there. So all their siblings agreed to it. Say Sabiu obi a wabo brebia no obey the last testament. Into the last testament, we will decide who should take over from the old man. So the siblings and the elders, everybody went into that conclusion. It's out of the blue. That is when we heard about the program that was about to happen. It's in Honorable AFENYO-MARKIN say yenko ni eni omonko kasa say oh adia muni na ete ye ho ase no ade na mo say feche aye bibi foforo because Honorable was always from the opinion say ompe enuanom man tokwa, but the moment the old man decides everything is settled. When Honorable went there,
And I was saying to me, friend, so I called Joshi, the menene bopan, so say Omi and Co. So after a while, like 20 minutes time, and honorable friend said, Junior, Ome shooting you. So I said, Junior, Ome shooting me. And I say, what? And I'm being saw when he. So she drove off herself to the nearest police station at Atomic. That is where I met my sister bleeding profusely with over more than 30 bullets on her car. Yes. And I picked my sister up to the hospital for a first aid and Sunday at the Nebeko hospital for treatment. And also, I heard rumors be said she gave a warning shot and there was a gun. There's no gun in my sister's car. The car is even still parked at the police station as of now. And I picked my sister up, so there's no gun in the car. So I don't know where that story is coming from. It's the moment to social media, so be I say, Sebio, Honorable Ebo Tio, Sebio, Yaseka B, Yasaw the Kabi Kobubu Gate. Yen him send here Toyota Prado here. Definitely, some bumper no, any BBR ever say, if you run into a gate, it will be destroyed. Yes, but me personally, and I'm saying almost shoot too, no. Based on what she told me, not frame, no. Yes, and then mi koko shiano, our Atomic police station. Then we left there for treatment. Yeah.
So according to him, there was no gate crashing. According to him, there was no warning shot fired from his sister ADWOA SAFO. It was just a plot probably to kill her. Why would anybody want to kill her? To stop them from having their way, probably. This is ADWOA SAFO being carried in an ambulance. My brother, my sister. And when. There she is. She took some bullets. And then her car was also vandalized with bullets riddled all over. ADWOA SAFO is in stable condition as we speak right now. But this is a family issue. Would it end there? Was Akofina too much in a hurry to take over from his father? Because the father had already said that, oh, this is the guy who is going to take over from me. He's even been preaching in the church and all that. But was he so much in a hurry to start that? He was already told that, yes, our father has chosen you. That's good. But can we wait for him to be buried so you can start full time? What was the problem? My brother, my sister, ADWOA SAFO is recuperating in the hospital. And our prayer is that she gets well and she comes out soon. Would Canada Japan visit her in hospital? Your guess is as good as mine. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. I want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you and I love you. Yes, share the broadcast, hit on the like button, and subscribe to the channel. We love you. We appreciate you. Our numbers are scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Maybe you have a story you want us to follow up on. We are more than just excited to do that. Now let's take your comments and we are out of here. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. Tomorrow we're going to be here. We're going to start on time, 6 p.m. And we're going to close before the Ghana match starts. Okay? So make sure that you are here so that we'll gather the energy and push Ghana to the top. All right? Abubakari Alaru says, you are welcome, sir. I am doing the monitoring from Vau Kushibo, part of Kumbungu district. Okay? Matilda, amen, says, greetings, Black Rasta. Agbashi Victor says, more fire. And Matilda returns to say, you are doing a great job for the motherland. Thank you so much. And then I think Asana, somebody, you are doing a great job. Asana replies to Emmanuel. We didn't really see what Emmanuel put up, but we can see it. It's a Blakk Rasta. You are fake and not truthful as you make people think you are. Okay, thank you. Thank you for exposing me. God bless you. Asana Salifu says, Emmanuel Hoshe. Why do you say that? Can you tell us why? Osabedu says, come here, the Black Pot, aka Kukusho. More comments coming in. Okay, so Emmanuel's thing is now coming up. And then Ras Okokofisun Moon says, stop talking as if all your sneakers are original. They are fake too. I like that. Adam Sapato says, greetings, my Don Blakk Rasta. You are more grateful. Ras, more fire. Okay. All right. Akana Izura said, welcome, legendary Blakk, watching you live from Torino, Italy. Blakk, in fact, I support what Kennedy Japan said. NPP party must collapse totally because they are not helping the nation. Okay. Wild Omoto says, good evening, Blakk Rasta. More fire. More comments coming in from Facebook and also from YouTube. Pat Awo says, greetings, Blakk Rasta. Matilda A. Mensah says, I believe Ken, he will give them a proper showdown. Yakubu Gulza says, why June? He should bring it on. We will help him share. No person is bigger than the NPP. We all have problems with one or two people in the party, but we won't take the party to ransom. Okay? Matilda A. Mensah says, AFENYO Monkey be one. Who is that? Who is AFENYO Monkey? Guy Jesus Boss says, these two boys are not serious. Look at them. Working like those working in the bank. Who are those? Eno Trew says, Blakk, why are you always on SEDINA's case? Did she offend you? You are not so hard on Kenu for then you just joined us. Eno, you just joined us. Eno, you just joined us 2 days ago. Go back and watch all the episodes. Go back and watch Kenoforiata. What? Kenoforiata, do you know how many episodes we've done on him? More than 20. We just started with what's the name? SEDINA. And if you think this is harsh, then you are going to see more. Let's think about the money she stole. The 90 million. You are not interested in that. Convicted. She's a thief. Kenoforiata has not been convicted yet we have given him his dose. This one has been convicted. Please, know our thief and your thieves. I don't do that. Every thief is a thief. Kamshin, as I said, Blakk Rasta, more fire. Nana Ogunpower says, my greetings to spiritual president Nana, more fire. Okay, Nana Obidiaba says, Blakk Rasta, more fire. We love you, we appreciate you. More comments coming in. Remember, Facebook and also YouTube. Comments, all right. Togbi Nyakeli, Church of Fear, the 7th, says, SEDINA TAMAKLOE shouldn't be spared at all. She stole state funds meant for market women. She was later arrested by pleaded for health care in the U.S. and was granted permission. Unfortunately, after traveling to the U.S., she entered a fake marriage for a green card, bought a car, and got a house, all in the name of becoming a citizen. It was clearly meant to run away from justice. So why should she be extradited? And we are being given excuses about being unwell. The law should deal with her with more than 10 years. Very annoying, Blakk. So this is Togbi talking. All those say, has she offended you? I don't know which planet you actually live on. I honestly don't know. Convicted criminal, dirty thief. Bright Ofori at that day says, there's always a hidden legend that reads comments without ever commenting. Boss, how is the family? Well, the family is good. Bright Euphoria that day. Thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. Samson Asante says, good. Agova Wisdom says, please, good evening. My honorable Blakk, you are welcome. Woyoy. Please, I want to greet Mr. Emmanuel Nto, Mr. Jololo, Duabel Zatochi, Madam Mabel Lareba, Royal Queen Salon. Kukusho no more. Say dash it away. Okay. More comments coming in. Okay. Avoka. Clement says, good evening, Blakk Rasta. Keep up the good work. And he says, but honestly, I will never go to prison because of money. Okay? That means you are not ready to steal. You're not going to do anything bad. that has to do with money. Congratulations. Why engage in illegal activities because of money? I can't think far. And was that Larry said, good evening, Black Rasta. I got my wisdom says, call a friend to call a friend. And yet another friend, the Black Pot is on. Legendary Black Rasta. Rasta Bakupe. Thank you so much. More comments coming in. Haruna Inusa says, good evening to you, my senior most mentor. I have a big problem with Kennedy Japan's banter with the NPP in the sense that why was he quiet when he saw that his party was messing things up? Will Kennedy have spoken about the ills of the NPP if he had won the primaries? There's a saying that he who comes to equity must come with clean hands. To be honest, I used to like Ken, but he lost his integrity from me. That man is one of the greedy politicians. He sees nothing good. He sees anything good must be directed to him. And if not him, then it will be spoiled. If indeed he's doing things right for Ghana, he should have pointed things out clearly at the earlier stage, not after the primaries. None of these politicians would be trusted anymore. Self-centeredness. No future directions for the younger generation. Well, thank you so much for that opinion. We appreciate you. Wani Boy says, good evening, my mentor, Black Rasta. Rap Thunder says, welcome, legendary Black. Kofi Azuma says, greetings, my brother, Black Rasta. This rainy Monday here in Pennsylvania. Kofi Azuma says, greetings to all my brothers and sisters with love. Henry Atia says, greetings, Black. I hope all is well. And how was your weekend? Great. He says, greetings to the good people of Bolgatanga. Kofi Azuma says, Black Rasta, we are sending you love from Pennsylvania. And Ernestina Yaboa says, good evening to my Rasta fans. Love and respect. We'll take one more and we'll be done for the day. Okay? More comments? Rosalinda Dimbie. Rosalinda Dimbie. Okay. He says, because he's a loser. A bitter one at that. Okay. Berfi Jumo says, my friend, Kennedy, I've been preaching about Galamsey, has been preaching about Galamsey all this while. And then J.K. Bennett says he is preparing the ground for Brian Achampong. And then Stephen Tufo says Ghanaians need radical and honest people like Kennedy or Japan to be a president of Ghana to sanitize the system. And then Rosalind Dimbie says he said his wife secured a contract in the NDC. And then Ajalo Wisdom says, hey, Honorable ADWOA SAFO, how are you telling me this? Bori Issa says, Ghana politicians will usurp the wealth of Ghanaians and buy permanent residences in America, both at large, are criminals. Ghana politicians are very greedy and selfish. Mariam Ali says, you don't trust the Go and Shaki. Okay? At this point, I want to say thank you so much. We appreciate you and we love you. It's been the Black Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. When we return tomorrow at 6 p.m., we'll have more. Until then, hey yo, wayo,